Good day, everybody. Welcome to game number 5 between the Texas Rangers and the Cuba Sugar Kings in Havana, Cuba, playing at Estadio de Giron. Over 46,702 on hand to watch Cuba potentially present the biggest upset, if not the biggest upset in playoff history, as Cuba's up 3-1 in this series, looking to terminate and send Texas packing. Livan Hernandez will come out on the mound. He pitched in 11 games in August and September, went 5-3 with a 3.55 ERA. On mound is Burt Hooton will lead the league in wins with 22, went 22-5 with a 3.68 ERA, 1.3 whip ratio. The starting lineup has returned to what it usually was with Morgan, Speaker, Robinson, Matthews cleanup. Lance Berkman returns for the lineup. He's hoping to do something special here. Cecil Cooper show some signs on a pinch and double. Ernie Banks and Eddie Taubensee. Not much of a change here, but one thing you could say about Cuba over the last 3 games that they've won, they've hit 4 home runs in game 2, 5 home runs in game 3, 3 home runs in game 4. So they've been able to hit the ball out of the ballpark. There's no wind today. 62 degrees with clear skies. Favorable weather conditions here for the hitters. It'll be up to the pitchers to keep the ball down and to keep the hitters guessing. Livan Hernandez with his Morgan, Speaker, and Robinson. Morgan just batting 292. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Nice 3D view of the stadium as we get this game going. Livan Hernandez looking to end the Rangers' season at a walk for Morgan. Speaker, 7 of 25, no RBIs in the playoffs. Throw to second, they got him. Caught stealing, great throw by Eddie, excuse me, by Yasmani Grandal for the out. The 1-1 to Speaker. Ground ball to short. Nice play there by Campaneris, who's found new confidence in the manner which he's been playing. Frank Robinson, batting just 185 with 4 homers and 10 RBIs. Here's the 2-2. One thing about Livan Hernandez, he has an assortment of pitches here. Swung on and missed. Fastball low and in. He swung on it and he missed it. Gurriel Jr., Robert, and Oliva. Gurriel batting 215 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Burt Hooton is going to be relying on his knuckle curve to get these hitters off balanced. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice knuckle curve. Front number 1. Robert batting 250 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. First ball hitting here. Drives it to right center. It'll be extra bases. On his way to second, turning to corner, heading to third. The throw is not in time. He is in there with a triple. And a 1-out triple for Robert to face Oliva. 406 at 4 homers and 7 RBIs is the 0-2. Ground ball to first, keeps the runner at third. Nice play by Cooper for the second out. Palmeiro, 5 homers, 10 RBIs, 11 of 30 in this series. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in inning, nothing across it for Cuba, and a wasted triple by Luis Robert. Matthews, Berkman, and Cooper. Matthews batting 414. The 3-2 drives it for extra bases. Will wind up at second with a double. Berkman, the 0-2. Ground ball is short. Campaneris will throw to first to get the out. The runner moves to third, though. Gets the job done, removes the runner over. Cooper will try to get him. He's batting just 323 with 2 RBIs. There's the 2-1 pitch. Drives it to center. There's a base hit, and Texas is taking a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Cooper and a 1-0 lead for Texas. Banks with a weak pop up to the shortstop Campaneris for the second out. Twabinsey, the 1-0. Ground ball to short for a second. No, there's an error. And the error has prolonged this inning. Just a really unusual throw there. Should have been a routine play. It's not. I'll bring in Burt Hooton. Here's the 1-2. Drives in right field. This is playable. That'll end the inning. But not before Texas picks up a run. They're taking a 1-0 lead as they're playing a game in the fight of their lives. Alvarez, Perez, and Campaneris. Alvarez 9 for 34 with 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Drives at the left. Berkman's under it. He's got it. Perez is 832 with just 5 RBIs. He's hit no home runs this postseason. Pitched by Hooton. Drives at the center as a base hit. A little bit shading to right center, but he's in there and he's on board with 1 out. Campaneris, 7 of 25 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. There's a 3-2, and he walks him. Grandal, the 0-1. Ground ball to first on a second for 1, and they'll get the force out for number 2. Here comes Livan Hernandez, who can handle himself with the bat in his hands. There's the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch by with a knuckle curve. And another 1-2-3 inning. Top of the third for Texas. Top of the order, Morgan, who walked Speaker, then Robinson. The 3-1 to Morgan. Walks him again. Speaker. Go to second. This time he makes it. With a steal. Speaker. 2-1. Drives it the other way. That's going to be a base hit. Morgan's going to come around and score. Speaker, with an RBI single, has now made it a 2-0 lead. That's his first RBI of the postseason. And it could not have come at a better time. Here's Frank Robinson, is 0 for 1. Struck out. There's a drive to center. Caught by Robert for the second out. Eddie Matthews singled to right center is a 2-2. Drives it at another base hit. Matthews is 2 for 2. Speaker runs from first to third with first and third now 2 down. But Lance Berkman is 0 for 1. Here's a 3-2. Weak pop-up. Third baseman Perez gets it. That'll end the inning. Texas scores another run and has taken a 2-0 lead. Actually, I'm taking to it because Cooper's still hitting. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to second. Now it's the third out. Now the inning's over. Jump the gun a little bit. Nonetheless, bottom of the third. Top of the order with Lourdes Gurriel, then Luis Robert, then Tony Oliva. See what the batter does in the second time around. Is a ground ball to third. Nice throw by Ed Matthews. Robert singled, actually tripled. Ground ball to short. Nice play by Banks. He fires to first and gets the second out of the inning. Bottom of the third now. Two down. Oliva with a 2-2. Here's a blast that I'll be for extra bases. Oliva turns first, goes to turn second, heads for 30s, into with a triple. And Cuba with a second triple of the ball game. Palmeiro 0 for 1. There's a 1-1. Drives it to right center, but this will be playable for Robinson. That'll end the inning. Two triples have been hit, and no runs to show for it. Texas up 2-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. Banks, Toppinson, and Hooton. Banks with a drive the other way. This will be caught by Oliva. Toppinson drives it to center. Going back is Robert, makes the catch. Here comes Burt Hooton. The 1-0. Caught it. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. As Texas goes down rather easily. Burt Hooton looking to keep the streak of no runs here for Cuba. On Cuba. The 3-2, and he walks him. Tony Perez, the 1-2. Struck him out with a fastball in the outside corner. Caminera's the 1-2. Struck him out as he nice change for the strike 3. The 3-2 to Grandal. Drives it to right field, but this is playable for Robinson, and it ends the inning. At the top of the fifth we go. Morgan, Speaker, and Robinson. 2 walks by Morgan today. Make it 3. Speaker. The 1-1. He singled and drove in a run. Drive to second. 6-4, 4-3. Double play just like that. Well played there. Frank Robinson, the 0-2. Ground ball to short. He fires the first. He got him. That'll end the inning for Texas. They're still up 2-0, though. Hernandez, Gurriel, and Robert. The 2-2. Got him. Nice changeup for strikeout. The 1-2 to Gurriel. Struck him out looking on a knuckle curve. The 2-0. Big ground ball right to the pitcher. Will fire the first out of the inning. And Burt Hooton is dealing. Matthews, Berkman, and Cooper. Matthews a blast, but right at Robert for the out. Berkman 0 for 2. He's 1 for 22 this postseason. Here's the 3-2 pitch. He walks him. Cooper drives it high. It is deep at the wall. Cooper rounds first, heads for second. Berkman's going to come in and score. And an RBI double for Cooper. Base hit for Toppinson. Up the middle, there's an RBI single. Now Toppinson made it a 4-0 game. And Texas starting to come out of its offensive slumber with Hooton pitching well. Here's Burt Hooton. 3-2, and he struck him out. Joe Morgan, 3 walks in his game. The 3-2. 4 walks in a ball game. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Speaker. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Here's the 0-1. Drives it to center. This will be caught by Robert. That'll end the inning, but they scored 2 more runs, taking a hefty 4-0 lead. Meanwhile, Hooton is just pitching along just fine, but they have to contend with Oliva, Palmeiro, and Alvarez. Oliva tripled his last time up. Ground ball to short. Nice play there by Banks, who fired to first for the out. Palmeiro, the 3-0. Walks in. Alvarez, 0 for 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. They'll throw to first. Palmeiro down in scored position. Perez is 1 of 2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, struck him out. Nice knuckle curve again. That ends the inning. Here's Robinson, Matthews, and Berkman. Boy, and Franco Robinson's in a deep slump right now. It's a 3-1 to him. And a walk. Eddie Matthews, the 1-0. Drives it to right center. This is playable for Oliva for the first out. $117 pitches thrown here. The 2-2 to Berkman. Drives it to center. Caught by Robert for the second out. Cooper drives it to center, making a few steps back as Robert makes the catch and ends the inning. Top of the 7th, no runs coming in. Cuba in a deficit of a 4-0 lead as Burt Hooton is just wheeling and dealing. Campaneris, Grandal, and most likely a pinch hitter for Hernandez. The 0-2 to Campaneris. Struck him out. Nice knuckle curve, his 9th strikeout of the game. Grandal, the 0-1. Drives it to center. Playable for Speaker. The Gray Eagle has it. Here comes Jose Abreu. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Drives it the other way. That's going to fall in for a base hit. But Jose Abreu is on. Put a pitch hit single. Gurriel Jr. come up. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball to short. Throw to second. Ends the inning. Nothing done for Cuba. In comes Raisel Iglesias, who pitched 2 innings in game 1 and gave up a run on a home run. Banks, Taubman, C, and Hooton. 3-0 to Banks. Drives it to left center. Caught it. That was not a wise swing there. Taubman, C. The 0-2. Weak pop up to the first baseman. No, it'll go to catcher Grandal as he waves Palmeiro away for out number 2. Burt Hooton, the 1-2 pitch. He got him, struck him out. 1-2-3 on Texas's part. Bottom of the 8th now. Robert, Oliva, Palmeiro, Hooton. 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 4 Ks. 110 pitches. And he's been dealing great baseball. Here's Robert. Drives at the center as a base hit. Oliva. A ball to second, 4-6, 6-3, double play. Beautiful pitch. And a twin killing for 2 outs. Palmeiras for 2 at a walk. Here's a 2-1. Drives at the center is playable. That will end the inning. 8 shutout innings for Burt Hooton. Morgan, Speaker, Robinson. A 3-2 to Morgan. Drives it to center. Caught by Robert. after 4 straight walks. 0-1 to Speaker. Drives it again to center. Robert comes in to collect the second out. Robinson, first ball hitting. Drives it to left center. Playable for Yordan Alvarez. That'll end the inning. Texas 3 outs away from returning back home. They're up 4-0. And Hooton's still in there, looking to finish this masterpiece. There's a 2-2 to Alvarez. Drives it to second, but right at Morgan, who fired to Cooper for the first out. 1-2 to Perez. Ground ball to short. Nice play by Banks. Throw to first. Out number 2. Cavaneris. The 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a knuckle curve. Strike 3. Texas avoids elimination. As they beat Cuba 4-0. And salvage a game in Havana. Big win there for Texas, but a masterful pitching performance for Burt Hooton. They needed one out of him. As Burt Hooton goes 1-0. Tough loss for Livan Hernandez. He could have made some better pitches along the way, but didn't match Hooton's brilliance and winds up going 0-1. So for Hooton, a complete game, 9 innings, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 10 walks, no runs, nothing earned. Livan Hernandez 0-1, 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 7 walks, 2 strikeouts. Raisel Iglesias, 2 innings and 1 strikeout of his own. He gets tagged with a loss. 2 brilliant innings for Raisel Iglesias. Boy, they needed something like that and then some. Big win there, as Louis Tiant will be scheduled to go for game 6. Try to send these guys home. They're going to be doing the last 2 games in a row. Texas, a difficult place to pick up any kind of one, let alone 2 in a row. Or at least a final game here. We're going to have to see what's going to happen here. So the final score, 4-0 shutout for Texas. They stave off elimination. All the 3 series that are remaining so far are up 3-2 series, with game 6 going in Georgia, in Texas, and in Venezuela. We'll take a look at those games at some point, most likely tomorrow. I'd like to thank everybody for following us and for following this ball game. Hope you enjoyed it. Please follow us on our YouTube page, World Baseball Association. Please subscribe. Leave comments about the game that you see, or provide feedback on good and bad things. It's constructive criticism is always welcomed. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. Keep smiling, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.